Hello. 8:05. Good evening, Crimson Tuesday. Again, happy Crimson Tuesday. Hey Mousimus. I have 666 followers, you don't say. Nice. Let me know if the music is okay, the levels, and if I'm okay. Hey Bill Coon. Yeah, I guess first thing, there's a few things, well, there's actually quite a few things I want to talk about today. And one of them is I am using Winamp now for the music, so it might sound a little bit different. The levels might be a little bit different. Let me know if anything is too high or too low. Dream Boss, good to see you. Welcome. Um, but yeah, tonight is going to be a music stream with Dan, and we're going to compose something new live on stream and get feedback from you guys. But first, I'm going to do a quick pre-stream. Oh, the phone. First, I'm going to do a quick pre-stream where I'm going to talk about a few cool things that have happened over the past week or so. Slat Studio, happy Crimson Tuesday. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Ace and Rex, happy Crimson Tuesday. Yeah, the Williamses are calling. Oh my goodness, that's never happened. Sorry about that. Yeah, Mousers, that's a landline. This is an old school stream. I'm making an old school game, and so we need a landline too, of course. Okay, so I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Julia Minamata. Welcome to stream if you're new, and if you're not new, thank you for keeping coming back every single week. I appreciate that. I'm the indie game dev behind the Crimson Diamond, which is all this that you're seeing. It's a text parser mystery adventure game. It's set in Northern Ontario in Canada. And I've been working on it for quite a while now. Me and Dan, the musician, Dan is using a Roland MT-32 for the music, and I'm using this EGA palette that I'm so fond of, this particular 16 color palette we don't see very much of, although there are a couple devs in the chat that are using it too. Slat Studio is one of them. Yeah, it's a retro phone, yeah. Oof. Alright. I guess, yeah, so one of the first things I want to talk about real quick, there's a few things, I guess, well, there's a few things to do with the channel. I added new channel point rewards. I don't know, we'll see how much I will regret that. But there are new. Tika, good to see you. Either way, it's a very splendiferous Crimson Tuesday to you as well. The sound font for the Winamp, I can already tell, is kind of annoying me. It's a lot louder than I'm used to. Let me adjust the volume on this. How's the volume on this for you guys? It's just... I don't know why it jumped up to... It was down at 2 and it jumped up to 5. Aha, Albionium, there we go. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps jumping up. I put it down to 1. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm using Winamp today because VLC Media Player kept breaking. So I tried Falcosoft Media Player, and I liked it, but the only thing was I couldn't figure out how to make it shuffle. So if anyone knows how to make it shuffle, please let me know. The Falcosoft one. This is Winamp, I can shuffle easily, but the volume keeps going up and down. I don't know why. Albioni, we want to show old published artwork. Let's do that first. Cosmic Boy 3, good evening. We're going to do one that I've shown before, but I figure if we're going to start strong with the artwork. So let's go to show and tell view. And that's one of the things I want to talk about, but we're going to talk about this first. This piece in particular. Yeah, listen, like 1998, we're old school here. So we've got the Winamp, we've got the landline. Ambrosine, good to see you. Joe is here for you, good to see you. Yes, Winamp really does whip the llama's backside. It does. Edmund Detour, good to see you. Hola, hola. Okay, so this is one of my published pieces, and I wanted to show this one. I've shown this on stream before, but it was a long time ago, so I feel like it's okay for me to show it again. This piece... Yo, you're all watching through Real Player on your Zunes? This piece... See, the volume goes up again. So, the Winamp is not... I'm not crazy about the Winamp right now, because the volume keeps on changing, and I don't know why. Anyway, this piece I did for... It's called Alibi. It's a weekly alt news weekly in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I did this one in 2011. And it was 2011 was a year where there was a certain show that was being filmed in Albuquerque. Dan the Band Music, good to see you. Yeah, well, this is 1989. Dan, I'm glad you're here because we need to set up the Zoom call for the next bit. And you're chatting with friends on AOL, good. Okay, this is all good. So this piece I did, it's the predictions issue for 2011. So I guess it must have been January or something. And it's a silkscreen print actually. So it's got green, yellow, that kind of dark brown, and the red. So I think it was a 4-color piece. And here we have this is it, just it without the without being in the published context. So this is what it looked like on the cover. And what you have to be kind of thinking in your head when you're designing this stuff is where all the stuff is going to go. So you kind of have to leave empty space up at the top, on the side, wherever they need to put stuff, to put writing. Yeah, Joe's here for you. I'm having, yeah, for me the volume is jumping up because I have it at 2 or 1 even, so I don't really know why it's doing that. But if anyone knows how to use the Falcosoft MIDI player and how to make it shuffle, I will go to that one. See, it keeps going up. This isn't going to work. Okay. IRC chat, Dan. Yeah, here is the piece, the silkscreen piece on its own. And this is the digital piece. So what I do is I do a digital colored version first before I figure out what inks I'm going to use for the silkscreen print. This is the inked version, just inked. And so I would ink it by hand with a brush and black ink. Here is the pencil version. You can see there are a lot of differences between the penciled sketch version and the inked version. I fix a lot of it afterwards before I go to the ink. And this is where it showed up in Albuquerque, New Mexico. IRC is also acceptable. This is a screenshot from Breaking Bad, season 4, I think, where it is. And this is really not any spoilers, but you can see in the upper right-hand corner there they've got the issue. And it says the 20th issue because they didn't want to link it to 2011, so someone went in and digitally fixed it. So it doesn't say 2011 anymore, it says 20th. And yeah, so that was really, I did not know about this until I was watching the episode. And that was kind of surprising to me. But what I like to think now is I'm in the Breaking Bad Better Call Saul universe. And that's what I like to say. This is my one most interesting story about illustrations I've done in the past. None of the other ones are going to have a little slideshow, and none of the other ones are going to have a story. I'm just going to show something and say, oh, I did this, and this is the year, and this is the publication. So I started off strong, and everything else is going to be disappointing. Well, that's that. And here's the piece. You can see there are registration marks along the bottom to register the color, on the bottom and on the side. So there we go. That's the show and tell. So that is one of the channel rewards you can redeem. I think there's a 15-minute cooldown on that. Thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. Okay, that's that. That's the show and tell. So we got one of those out of the way. The other channel point reward is showing a watercolor cat card that I would do for friends and family. Okay, next. Next we're going to talk about Lockdown Con. Let's see here. Let me check my notes. I have a set of links. They should be timed ones too. And here they are. Okay. I was invited to be on a panel for Lockdown Con, which is in its 2nd year, and of course it's in response to the fact that we can't have real events yet, although hopefully in the future we will, in the near future. And Lockdown Con is on June 26th and June 27th, and I am on a panel called The Indie Games Revolution at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. See the set. Winamp, why? Why are you doing this to me? Maybe I'll just globally lower everything. Maybe that'll help. Judith Butler's Lover, you have returned. Welcome. You have not missed the trailer yet, so you're in luck. I'm gonna try. I globally turned the sound down, so hopefully that'll keep Winamp down. Anna, good to see you. Yes, Anna, you have not missed that part. I'm gonna talk about Lockdown Con first, and then I'm gonna move on to the playdate. So you haven't missed that part. And JBL has not missed a trailer. No one's missed anything. Yeah, Lockdown Con is. So this one here is. I'm just gonna read the panel description. So this is 10 a.m. June 26th. At 10 a.m. Pacific time is this panel. It's the first panel of the event, which is really cool. It says, for many years, the computer gaming industry has been dominated by large corporations with deep pockets and huge teams. Now, thanks to a multitude of democratizing tools like Unity, Unreal Engine, and Amazon Lumberyard. Thank you, Anna. Okay, we're going to do that. Show off the watercolor card. Small independent teams are developing fun, professional level games on mom and pop budgets. Our panelists talk about their travails and triumphs while bringing their indie creations to life. And we have on that panel Chris Taylor of Intergalactic Space Empire, Greg McMartin of Interdimensional Games, Damian Mazetic of Call of Seregnar, Craig Ritchie, Broken Roads, Gil McLean of Odd Gods, me, and Xavier Nelson of An Airport for Aliens currently run by dogs. So that's kind of awesome. And on June 27th, the second day of Lockdown Con, there is going to be a panel called The Score, Composing for Games, and our very own Dan Policar will be on that panel. So that's kind of nice. That's that. And there are tons of other panels too. There is a sci-fi, fantasy, and horror author panel with some familiar names. There's a talk on the Greenwood Massacre. There's a Trek panel. There's a panel with some NASA experts. Botworks. There are voice acting panels, comic panel, novel writing panel, just about everything. So I'm really excited to be on that, and I'm thankful that I got invited. And there's a time link that you can see. You can check it out. Yes. Dave, are you telling me I made my channel rewards too cheap? That's how much Dan charged for his, so I felt like I didn't want to charge more. Okay, we're gonna do a watercolor card, and then we're gonna talk about the playdate. Okay, so let's get over here. Okay, watercolor card. They're all in this big thing here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start with a fairly recent one, I think. Okay, here's this one. Okay, show off watercolor card, and then playdate, and then we're gonna rate Dan. Okay. This is a Happy Mother's Day card. This is Dido Cat, the black and white cat there, our tuxedo cat. She's no longer with us, but she still stars in the cards. And we have some birds here, and the birds that I put because they actually did show up in the garden. Matt T. Wood, thank you for the follow, awesome. And this is actually my mom's garden. So when I show a bunch of these cards, you might see some things in common, common flowers, the same kind of bricks and things like that. And so this was a Happy Mother's Day card. There is a groundhog that visits who lives in the yard across from us. And we have at the front a rose-breasted grosbeak. I don't remember what these other ones are. But yeah, I mean, you might see this bird feeder, this globe feeder my mom has. That'll be in a few of them. And yeah, some of these, the trellis, you'll see in a few of these things. But yeah, so this is from 2017. So there's that one. So that's the channel reward, and maybe I will have to make them more expensive. Okay, let's see. Music might be a little too loud. Okay, yeah. I'll turn down the overall sound here again. And just in as long as you can still hear me. That's the important part. Dan wants to know what we're doing today. We'll talk about that when we get there, Dan. This is way too much advance notice for me to tell you what we're going to do on your stream today. Okay. Maximus, you had an idea for a huge channel reward, 50k or so. Draw a portrait based solely on the Redeemer's Twitch name. Oh man. I don't know. I know how many channel points you guys have been hoarding, so I don't know if I want to do that. With the camera, it's actually nice to look at these now. I agree, Dan. Yeah, I'm glad I got a new webcam. Oh, thanks, Light Studio. Looks like a kid's book. It would be fun to illustrate a kid's book. Noble Robot, thanks for the follow. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just gonna catch up on chat and then I'm gonna talk about the playdate really quick. Hello, Sting1_JP. Good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. What did you have for dinner? I always ask that. Whenever Dan plays gigs, that's all I want to know. I want to know what did you have for dinner? Was it free? Was it good? I don't know why. Okay. Let's get on to Playdate. This was announced today, and I do have a link for this. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about the time difference, Sting. One. Playdate links. These are the Playdate links. And this was announced today. Player Pawn Zero, good to see you. How many people do I have working on the Crimson Diamond? I have me and I have Dan. Dan does the music and I do all the other stuff. So that's the two of us. Curry! I had curry today. Japanese curry, Sting. Sting one. Over the treetops wants to know, Julia, how can you drink tea in this heat and humidity? Apparently, it's good to drink warm beverages when it's warm out. Apparently, I don't know. It's a habit. It's force of habit. I've made barley tea actually. I should have gotten that. That's in the fridge. Mugicha. Yes, this is a Log Driver's Waltz. A good one, a classic. Oh, okay, it was not Japanese curry. It was keema curry and naan. Okay, this playdate. I'm an art director and a mentor for a playdate game called Recommendation Dog, and it's through Sweet Baby, which is a Montreal-based company, and I got invited to be on board with it with Zalavir. Zalavir invited me. I've been working with Zalavir on Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator, and I was super happy to join on. It's my first role as art director. And I mentioned this when David of Sweet Baby, we had a meeting, and I said I've never been an art director before, and he said actually that's really good because what Sweet Baby does is they give people these chances to get that experience about mentoring or being a mentee or art direction or your first writing credit, your first art credit on games, because it can be kind of tough to get your foot in the door, and they kind of give those opportunities for people to get their names on a game and get that experience with working with teams and new roles. It was perfect for me for my first art direction gig, and I've been learning so much about working on teams because before I started game dev, I mentioned before I've been a freelance illustrator for 10 years, and that's working completely on my own. And of course the Crimson Diamond is basically mostly me, and then Dan does the music. I don't have a lot of experience working on teams and working with other people, and with Recommendation Dog and being an art director, I've learned so much about all those things, and it's been a wonderful experience. The perfect first art direction experience for me. Deluxe Tux, good to see you. Yes, I'm super excited, and I do hope the game does well. Thank you, Player Pawn. I don't know if they did, Dave. I don't know if they've waitlisted. They're opening up pre-orders in July, and yeah, the link I showed was a link to the Playdate. It's called the Playdate update, so they tell you everything that they're doing. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, I should probably. Yeah, I've got it right here. It's adorable. It's so cute. Oh great, Dan, your Pro Tools machine just blue screened. Glad we aren't streaming yet. Well, soon, Dan. Any second now. Yeah. So here it is. I'll show it closer when we get to it. But I've made a little slideshow just to show a few things. So this is a very abbreviated version of the Playdate update. If you want to see the whole thing for yourself, I recommend it. It's not a very long video on the YouTube, and it's really, they've produced it really well. They did a really fantastic job. Oh, PD. Yeah. Player Pawn Zero says, "Be glad you don't have to work on a 500+ dev team." Oh yes. Yes. It's a pretty small team. But of course, for me, any team size is a large team. If it's more than Dan, it's a lot of people to me. Yeah, there's the YouTube link for the event announcement. And let's see. So let's talk about some of these things. So this is one of the things they announced in the Playdate update. This is adorable dock, which is a charger and also a Bluetooth stereo speakers. And that thing on top is a pen. They made because they put 2 holes in the top and they made a pen. And that's the kind of thing I love about them. So that's one of the first things they announced. Here is what it looks like when you get it. Yeah, eating with it's been such a positive experience for me. Because I'm one of those people who I don't feel comfortable applying to things if I feel like I'm underqualified, if I don't have enough experience. But David said that's what we want. We want people to learn from this and get that experience and hopefully do more of that in the future. And I am hoping to do more art direction in the future, for sure. Yes, it holds a pen. Yeah, eating with it holds a pen that they made. They made a special yellow pen for it. Yeah, so here these are all from the site, the Playdate site. And here's a little case cover that I'm going to want when I think those are going to be available for pre-order as well. Yeah, here's the size of it. You can see gorgeous photos. That looks like an RPG, which I am really intrigued by. I want to see how the control stuff gets handled when you have a crank, 2 buttons, and a directional keypad. Yes. More of this here. And here is all the titles that you will get. What's really cool about the Playdate is you get 24 games along with the price of the unit price. So the unit price is $179 US. You get 2 games a week delivered over Wi-Fi, which is kind of nice. It almost feels like when everyone is watching the same TV show, and you get it weekly, and then you talk about it like The Mandalorian or something. Everyone watches the same episode, everyone discusses that episode, and then next week you get a new episode. And for this, you get 2 games a week over 12 weeks. I believe you get to keep the games as well, Anna. I believe so. Yeah. This is the starting lineup for it. So the game I'm working on, Recommendation Dog, is not in the first season. It'll be released sometime in the future. We're not too sure, but this is a solid lineup, and there's a vast array of different kinds of games here. And you can actually get a few seconds of clip here and there of different games in the update video. Hey, Crit Rocket Runner, good to see you. Yeah, I don't know about a text parser Playdate game. Oh, Doom, Noble Robot, Doom was already ported to Playdate? Holy cow. Yeah, PlayerPwn, so they're going to be releasing the SDK for Playdate. There's also a web browser app where you can actually design games in a web browser, and it's called Pulp. They've really done a good job making it more really accessible for people. The scripting is Lua or C. And yeah, so I think it's fantastic. They're going to open that up for everybody to use. Sting1_JP, a fantastic idea of the frustrating text adventure where you have to type using the crank and scrolling through the alphabet for letters each time. Yes. Can I give more details on Recommendation Dog? I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if I can, but I do have the title card. That is shown for a really quick second in the update video, but I will show it for however long. It's a looping GIF. Playdate Doom looks awesome. Mouse a safe cracking game. Yeah, the crank is what we want to really take advantage of, I think. And Recommendation Dog does, happily. And here it is. This is the little title card I designed. Quick notes about Playdate. The screen is 400 by 240, which I'm used to working at 300 by 200, so it's actually really not that far off in terms of resolution size. And let's see, the battery is 14 days on standby. CPU is 180 megahertz Cortex MT STK. It supports Lua and C. And as I said, the games get delivered via Wi-Fi, so they just get dropped right into the unit. Storage is 16 megabytes of RAM with 4 gigabytes of flash memory. Is there a dog in the game? There is a dog in the recommendation dog. But yeah, that's it. I don't really know how much more I can talk about it, but yeah, this is one of those things that I've been working on that I haven't been able to tell you guys about, and so I'm really relieved and glad that I can do that because it's super exciting. And another fun. Are you excited to implement the crank system in a game? Yeah, the crank. I'm not really doing any of the programming stuff. I wouldn't even begin to know how to do that, but we have that's what I'm so grateful for. We have the team to do that stuff. And the other like moderately related link for this is the fact that one of the founders of Panic, Cable Sasser, he's the one who edited and put together the Photoshop Revelation clip, which is from one of my really early streams where I discover how to use the non-anti-aliased eraser tool, and that's just a fun little connection that he just so happened to be watching that stream and identified with my pain and wanted to put together a video, and I said absolutely, totally do it. No, I'm excited to play upon Zero. Yeah, I'm super. Yes, even with that was a sly recommendation dog. And you were kind of a fan of unannounced future game, but this is good too. Well, well, you're in luck because there is another unannounced future game, and that is Redacted with Xalavier Nelson. And that's something else I hope to be able to talk about in the future, but I don't know when. But that's something else. Let's go back to Big Julia. Okay, is that everything? So we've talked about the fact I'm using Winamp and the volume is all over the map. Channel point rewards, new playdate stuff, Lockdown Con, which is, as I said, June 26th and 27th. I'm on a panel, Dan's on a panel, and there's a bunch of other cool panels on that. And I guess all that remains, Dan, if you're ready, I'm going to run the trailer, and then I'm going to intro Dan. Geek Goki, sorry I missed your notification. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so I'm going to introduce Dan, but first we're going to run the trailer, and then we're gonna get onto some music stuff. And let's see. How's the volume? I did lower the volume overall, and it hasn't popped up again, so that's kind of nice. Oh no, the deluxe title. I know. Xalavier has announced like 6 games in the past 2 weeks. Still a wee bit loud. Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit more. Thank you. Yeah, Xalavier has announced about 6 games in the past 2 weeks, and it isn't the one I'm talking about that I've worked on him with. That he's mentioned in passing. Yes. Xalavier produces. It's kind of amazing, and I don't understand how he does it. And I said I think my theory is he just doesn't sleep at all, ever. I don't think he needs to sleep. It's not like he needs it and he doesn't. I don't think he needs it. I think he's figured that out, and I have not asked him how he's done that. But I would like to know. Volume is still high? Okay. Oh, Winamp. And what's interesting is when I open up Winamp and I just crank the volume all the way down, it doesn't do anything. And I can barely hear it now. Okay, you know what? We're going to stop with that because we're going to go to Dan's anyway really soon, and if it's a problem for people, then we're going to leave it as it is. Okay, yeah, where's the Falco Soft MIDI player shuffle button, Mousemas? We'll do that. We'll try that next week, I suppose. But I'm going to run the trailer now, and so this is for anyone who is new to the game or is Judith Butler's lover and needs it in their life once a week. This will give you an idea of the type of game that the Crimson Diamond is, because it's not the type of game that you see very often, although there are people still making this style of game. Slat Studio in chat has made one, and Phil Fortier is making Cascadia Quest. There's a few, but it's not that common, and it kind of takes a little bit of introducing, and I have made a tutorial in my game if you have never played a game of this style before. So I'm going to run the trailer.
Crimson, Ontario was once a prosperous, lively mining town. But that was a long time ago. Now it's quiet, nearly deserted, and some folks aim to keep it that way. Nancy Maple is an aspiring mineralogist, assigned to follow the trail of a dazzling diamond. An intriguing cast of characters has converged under one roof, each meaning to get their own way. Or else. Will Nancy untangle the mysteries and machinations before it's too late? Will the sleepy town of Crimson shine once more? Find out in The Crimson Diamond, an upcoming adventure game by Julia Minamata. The Crimson Diamond demo is available on Steam and itch.io for Windows PC and Mac OS.
Sorry. Yeah. Neil, I hope that's you, Neil. Lockdown Con is here. Welcome to chat. I'm going to just repeat what I said already about Lockdown Con before we go to Dan. So I'm glad you're here. Yes, great. Neil, good to see you. Yeah, Neil invited me to participate in these panels. I am in the first panel at 10 a.m. Pacific time. June 26th and 27th is the event. And Dan is also going to be on a panel on Sunday on a composers panel. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you so much, Neil, for inviting me. We're really super looking forward to that. And let's see. Dance is at 4 p.m. Pacific time. The Score, composing for games on the Sunday, and I'm on the Saturday. And there's a ton of really, really cool, like you have a killer lineup, and the variety of stuff that you have panels for is kind of amazing. So thank you so much. Nice. Okay. And I guess this is it, it's all that remains is for me to intro Dan. And I saw Dan say he wants to cut another trailer, and Dan, let's not do that for now. Don't make me. I don't want to capture more footage. Okay. Oh, and you know what? While we're at it, I might as well do the link for the Playdate stuff again. If anyone missed the Playdate update video that when it ran live on YouTube, there's a link in chat right now to check it out. It's really cool, and if I didn't already want a Playdate, I would want it even more. When I first found out about it, I fell in love with it, and I knew I kind of wanted to make something with it, and I'm really glad that that opportunity presented itself. So there it is. No, Dan, we're not going to stream making a new trailer. We're not. Don't make me. Okay, I'm going to introduce Dan. Dan is the one who wants us to make a new trailer on his stream today. We're not going to, Dan. We're not. We're not. We are going to work on some music. Dan composes live. It's great to see that whole process from beginning to end. We're going to compose some cozy music mystery stuff tonight. And Dan is a touring musician. He is a composer. He's a teacher. He is a streamer now as well, and Grammy nominated for his work with Sean Paul, whom he's worked with for the past 9 years. And he's also a giant nerd, and one of his channel rewards is showing something from his vast collection. And I'm sure we will see something from his vast collection tonight, maybe even without the channel reward being redeemed. Davo wants to know, how does the D-pad left hand, crank hand, buttons left hand, it feels good. The crank is nice. So what you get is it kind of comes out like this, pulls out. It's actually a very nice, pleasing crank. And it just folds back into the side. And the buttons are nice too. Everything about this thing is very nice. It's extremely pleasing to look at and to hold. And the screen is really, really sharp. I don't know if you can tell. Probably not. It's a beautiful screen. When you think of a mono screen or something that's like this, you might think something along the lines of the original Game Boy. This is much sharper than that. It's really, really, really good. Yeah, you don't crank it for power. I know that's what everyone thinks, but unfortunately that's not how this works. Oh, PlayerPod Zero wants to know, how long ago did I order the Playdate? I didn't actually order this. This is because I'm working on a Playdate game, so they actually sent this to me. The pre-orders open in July. Okay, Dan. So Dan, are you live, Dan? Are you live? I need to get into Discord. Hold on. Let me do that. Discord. Okay. Dan. Is Dan live? Can anyone? Okay, Dan is live. We're going to raid Dan. So I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys over there. We're going to do some live music composition. It's going to be amazing. Last week we had a request, Dan, for you to play the Crimson Diamond theme on stream, and maybe with a little bit of improvisation, because that's the part I love too. So maybe we can start with some of that to warm you up, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, Zoom, not Discord. I just opened up Discord because I thought you'd send me the link there. Where are you going to send me the link? Dan, where are you going to send me the link? Before I raid you, I need to know where to find the link. Use the old. I don't know. Where's the old link? Did. Okay, I've got it. It's in Discord, but I'll use the old link in Discord. Okay, we're going to raid Dan and make some noise. Well, Dan's gonna make some noise. Raid Dan the band music. Right. Great. I'll see you there, and next week will be an art stream where I'll use more Adobe Creative Cloud and get stuck and ask for help. That sounds like a good time to me. Time well spent. Now, is everyone in the bus? As much as we're gonna get? I think just about. I'll let it run down a little bit. But thank you guys for coming to the pre-stream, and there will be a video on demand on my YouTube channel when Dan sends me his part of the stream. In case you can't stay for the whole thing, or you can't, you know, for whatever, you know, the scheduling doesn't work out for you. I'd like to put them up for anyone who might want to. Oh, Bill Coom, thanks for the resub. Thank you. Appreciate it. 5 months. 5 months. Sweet. Yes, Lockdown Con. See you soon. See you over there, everyone. And yeah, it's just about ready. I'm gonna raid now, and I will see you guys in just a little bit. Let's do this.
There we go. We are here. Oh, hold on. You're muted. You're muted. Now you should be on.
Now I'm not muted. Hello.
You should not be muted now. I don't know why your screen is like off though. Whoops. There we go. Now you look okay, there we go. Take that away. All right, there we go. I think that looks better. Good evening. Good evening, folks. Oh, thanks, Albionium. I appreciate that. Mousimus is saying, have you heard of the MT-32 Pi project? I would love to try it out. I have a Raspberry Pi 4 with all the bells and whistles that's sitting on my desk kind of doing nothing.
See, you're getting a show and tell without actually redeeming any points, you guys.
This is not technically a show and tell, but I have this sitting here ready to go. I don't know. I just got to find a use for it. What 90% of pies are doing? Yeah, probably. You like the T-shirt? Thank you. I got it over the weekend.
Yeah?
Yep. I believe I paid $7.99 plus tax. That's my kind of T-shirt pricing.
Where was this?
This was at a discount store known as the TJ Maxx. I don't know if you guys have those in Canada.
I don't think so.
Do you have Marshalls or Home Goods?
I think we have a Marshall or two, and we do have that Home whatever
Home
it's
Goods.
called.
They're all the same owner, whatever it is. Anyway, yeah. So let's see, 95. I just want Dan to know that if 95 of whatever he composes tonight is not non-functional harmony, it's not music. I don't make the rules. What's non-functional versus functional harmony? Bach, basically, versus... No, because non-functional harmony is still tonal. It's not related to tonal. I don't know. Anyway. Frozo Grabbins, what's going on with Dolby Atmos and Apple Music? Yeah, they're upgrading. I'm not exactly sure on all the details of it, but Dolby Atmos is like the new version of surround sound, which is way more advanced. It uses a 17.2 system.
What?
And I
What?
know
How many?
17.2. So if you think about it, 16, 16 center and 2 subs. Something like that.
I don't think about it
I've
actually.
heard crazy things about it. I've never heard it myself. But you know. PlayerPawn_0 saying, have you tried making music with old DOS music trackers like Impulse Tracker? So the answer to that is yes, but not recently. I did it back when I had a 386. I was making music. Somewhere I have a recording of said music too. I don't know if I have it on here, but it will get a copyright strike if I play it because it's using a sample from a Boyz II Men song, I think, or Jodeci or something. So I can't play it, unfortunately. But yes, I have messed with trackers, and there's a current tracker called Renoise that you can use with like whatever you use, PC, Mac. I think it's actually PC only now that I think of it. But it's pretty cool. My friend Brendan Bailey, who's another composer, Total Chipster, if you look him up on YouTube, he uses Renoise almost exclusively. I think maybe he does use it exclusively. And he's done a lot of cool music in that software. Excuse me. 8-Bit Music YouTube channel did a video on it, which I found interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah, I definitely want to try this MT-32 Pi thing. There's also another cool Raspberry Pi thing going on with the Commodore Amiga. And I'm sure if you've checked out Amiga Bill's streams, my buddy Amiga Bill, our buddy Amiga Bill, he will have all kinds of detail on it. Basically, I think what the new Raspberry Pi is doing is it's substituting for the CPU of like an actual 68,000 chip. I think that's what it's doing. I'm not even totally sure, but... And Bill Kuhn says, I don't mean to unfocus the talk tonight from TCD, but I suppose I'm a week or two late to break the news of Ken's new game to this group. So you're not necessarily too late because I don't think we've talked about it here. Did you talk about it last week?
No, I don't think so.
No, because it like
broke in between.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you haven't heard, Ken and Roberta Williams, mostly Ken Williams, are making a new game. The founders of Sierra or Online Systems, whatever title you want to use, and then eventually they were purchased by Activision. But they're owned. The Sierra IP is currently owned by Activision. So whoever bought it, Activision is now the owner. They were on, yes. They were on the podcast. That's right. And
yes.
They didn't talk about the game, right? They were talking about Ken's book and Roberta's book, who they also have books. Ken's book is related to Sierra and the founding and how that went. But this new game is unrelated. I do know some details of it. It is a 3D adventure game being made in Unity. I believe they're using Blender. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they're using Blender to do some of the artwork. It is a remake of an old game, which is not a Sierra IP. Roberta has minimal involvement, at least at this time. But will it have dead ends? I have no idea. I don't know anything more than has been announced. This is just stuff that I've listened to Ken say. And he did ask Al Lowe if he wanted to be involved with the game, and Al Lowe declined to jump back out of retirement. I think he's happy in retirement was the way Ken put it. But he said that he probably would, if asked, write a piece of music for the game and or test part of the game. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, Ken Williams and Roberta Williams, after all this time, which to me is great timing. I mean, we're about to, a release at some point in the near future. About is relative.
Uh,
At some point in the near future, a game that's
near future.
based off one of Roberta Williams' creations.
You know something I don't know, Dan?
Yeah. I know a lot about non-functional harmony, apparently. Anyway, yeah. I don't think it's a we need more money for our yacht project because, number one, I get the impression they don't expect to sell a lot of copies of this game. I don't know. I mean, who knows? But every once in a while, you do have developers of the olden days come back and remake old properties. Sigil, John Romero, Doom 1 unofficial episode. So yeah, that does happen, and Sigil's awesome if you played the game. I might be slightly biased as somebody who's done a lot of contract work for Romero Games on their game, if you didn't know that. But yeah, maybe we should introduce ourselves since we are kind of, on stream now. Hi, guys. My name is Dan Policar. I am a composer, musician, music producer, and I'm here with my friend Julia Minamata, who is a Playdate developer, an adventure game studio developer, and many other things. And she is 99.9% of this game, and I am 0.1% of this game. So when somebody asked how many people worked on this game, the answer is 1.01. Yeah, so 1 being Julia and 0.01 being myself.
That's not true.
But we've done a lot of streaming, that's for sure.
Oh, sure.
We've definitely done. So yes, I did work on another game. In addition to working on the music for the Crimson Diamond, I've been working on the game Empire of Sin, which is out and playable. And I am currently working on Empire of Sin, more music for Empire of Sin. I don't know how much I can talk about that other than that I am just making music. So, it's always Sammy. Redeem, show off something from the collection. Yep. Paul and Rick, yep. And Paul and Rick are working on a game too.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I do want to shout out, Sammy, we're going to show off something from the collection, but I do want to shout out Cosmic Void if they're still here. And the game releases tomorrow. Nice. Is that right? It's Corruption Within. Is that's the title, right?
Yes.
Tomorrow. Nice. Cool. Can we put the link in here? Can we put the Steam link?
Yeah, let me see what I can do here.
Cosmic Void probably can do it, right?
Hopefully.
If not, you can allow the comment or whatever.
We don't have any of that. At least on my channel we don't.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we do either. Yeah, Ron Gilbert okay, perfect. Thank you, Sammy. Ron Gilbert and the other LucasArts folks remaking Thimbleweed Park. And yeah, Thimbleweed Park, that's another good one. I mean, it wasn't maybe the best LucasArts style game ever, but it was solid. It was definitely solid. I thought it looked really good. Where can we torrent it? No. Support your local adventure game developer, even if they're not local. Definitely every adventure game released, in my opinion, that brings new people into the genre is a good thing. So that's why I think Ken and Marcus, who are working on their game, and Roberta, when they release their game, that'll be a really good thing. Ron Gilbert releasing Thimbleweed Park was a good thing. Broken Age, all these things, they're good things. So show off something from the collection. Okay, hardware or software? Sammy. That is the question. Software. I don't know if I've ever shown this off, but I have it out. This is in the package that it was originally sent to me in. I don't know if this is actually the business address or the home address, so I'm not going to put it on camera, but I will show off my copy of Empire of Sin, which is the Day 1 edition, and it is from Europe. This copy was sent to me by Paradox via Romero Games, and Paradox sent us a bunch of copies to Romero, and they sent it to me. Hopefully, they're getting back in the office at some point soon. When they do, I will send this back over to Europe to be opened and signed by the team. At least the ones, there's been a couple of pieces of movement since we've released this game, and then there's been some new people. Some people have moved on to new, different things, and other people have come on to the team since then. In fact, a lot of people have come onto the team.
Nice. You have to sign that too, Dan, though, right?
Sign my own copy?
Well, yeah, you're on the team.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I never thought about that.
Really?
I mean, I would sign it for somebody else, but for myself.
Well, for completionist sake, wouldn't you think that you would need to be on there?
I guess so. If I could get everybody to sign it, that would be pretty cool. If you sign it on camera, then it's verifiably signed by you. I hope I can verify my own signature.
It's less weird than signing games you didn't work on. Yeah, you can just sign anything.
I would rather sign games I didn't work on. I used to sign baseball cards when I was a kid.
Why?
I don't know. I never tried to pass them off as my own, but
did you sign your own name on the baseball
I don't
cards?
remember. I probably did. It would be weird if I randomly signed my Leisure Suit Larry collection. Thank you for the follow, someone. I don't understand why this doesn't display any longer. Geek Goki. Thank you for the follow. I don't understand why it used to display. What did I do? What did I mute
my goodness.
or get rid of that made the display not happen any longer? I don't know. Either way. So, yeah. We're going to now make some music. And I put on the caption of this stream that I don't know what the heck we were doing because I actually don't know what the heck we're doing.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're working on a cozy mystery theme to set the tone for the game is what we're doing, and we're going to try to make something warm and inviting and positive.
Is this brand new?
Yes, this is brand new because a lot of the stuff we've done so far has been tense and suspenseful and eerie and all those types of things. But first, last week I think I mentioned someone mentioned that they would like to hear Crimson Diamond theme played live on stream.
Yes. Okay.
And I would love to hear it too. I love it every time I hear it.
I think we might have to make that a reward at some point too. Some
Fair
play
enough.
some music. I haven't done that yet. The Coles are releasing a game soon too. Yes, not long until Summer Days. Summer Days at Hero U, I believe is the title. It's coming out. Grundislav voices the main villain.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
I didn't know that.
Well, Dave Gilbert did the voice casting for the game.
I know Dave Gilbert did the voice casting. I had no idea Francisco was the main villain.
That's
kind
great.
of amazing. Yeah.
That's great. And Space Venture is just around the corner. Yeah, these are all good things. I actually want to play. I want to play Corruption Within, so I'll have to wait 24 hours to do so, but I can at some point soon, which would be cool. So these are all good things, in my opinion.
Yes.
These are all good things. Good for us in the adventure game community. Good for people who are new to the community, coming into the community, wondering what the hell all this stuff is about. Like, why are we making a game that looks and sounds like it was from 1989, but only fits on 75 floppy disks? Or no, it fits on probably a lot more than that now, right?
Yep.
So let's jump to the right thing here. There is no Julia. Where is Julia?
Where am I?
I don't know. You disappeared. Nope, there's Big Julia. Am I on the right collection? Yeah. Maybe I didn't put you in here yet. I thought I did, though. Add window capture. Add existing. Whoa! Yeah, baby. Huge. Okay, let's make Julia like the size of the rest of us. There we go. There we go. I'll tell you what, I'll even dump the sides of this because I know you don't like the widescreen so much.
Yeah, I don't like the widescreen. Go ahead, lose the sides. Bring it in.
There we go. No, not too much. Is that too much? I think that's too much.
Cool.
And there we are.
Cool.
Now we look like we're about the same size and in close to similar rooms. I don't know. 4x3. Yeah, right. Grunislav voices the equivalent of Draco Malfoy or something, the stuck-up bully type character. Yeah, you know, I haven't been able to catch the Cole streams at all. They've still been doing their streams. Isn't that right? We should shout them out. I forget what they stream, I think usually on Saturdays. Yeah. Do you know Anna, do you know the name of their channel? So we're going to do create new. What are we going to call this? Cozy opening theme?
Cozy, I don't know, tone? Cozy mood?
Cozy mood. Okay, we'll save it in here. Yeah, Mousimus, you're totally right. Transolar Games. That's the name of the Twitch channel. Cool. So yeah, if you want to follow or watch them, that's where to go. Oh, come on, man. Don't freeze on me now. Really?
Of course. It's not a dance stream without some technical difficulties.
Holy cow. You know, this is what I was literally like dealing with right before. I don't know what the heck's going on, but we'll jump back to this until I can figure jump back to this until I can figure out what the heck's going on. I might have to restart this machine again.
I like warm light, Mousimus.
I like warm light too, but I'm not even sure if this particular light I own has that option. Looks more natural, right? Okay, that machine has to restart. You catch them once in a blue. Well, I'm looking at a blue screen, so that makes sense.
Very good, Dan. Very good.
Dad joke.
That didn't make me groan as hard. So.
You know, I could put a reward for redeem a dad joke, but I can't tell them on command. I just come up with them really, really awfully. So yeah, we'll show off. Maybe we'll show off a piece from the collection or something.
Hey, Blaholtzen. Good to see you.
Blaholtzen, what's going on? Oh, you know what?
Oh, Jim Plays Games was summoned by the dad joke.
Jim Plays Games. Yes. What's up, Jim? It wouldn't be a proper stream if we didn't at least get to show this off once.
Oh boy. It's your proudest possession.
It pretty much is. This is my friend Soundwave. And when I say friend, I really mean friend.
Yeah, I know you do.
Truthfully. He gets me, Julia. He gets me.
I don't disbelieve that he does. You know?
See? And Tonda shows up at exactly the right time.
Oh, good. And Jim Matt also finds that is also his favorite.
Oh, man. Who voiced him in the original cartoon? Was it also Frank Welker? Because Frank Welker voiced everybody in the 80s in cartoons.
His voice was scary. I don't remember Soundwave.
I know he had like a vocoder kind of thing voice, and it was pretty cool. Yeah. He sounded like a robot. He was the only one who really sounded like a robot.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah. All the rest kind of sounded
like people, I guess.
Yeah. Like cartoon characters.
They didn't have vocal cord. Whatever.
Frank Welker voiced Megatron in the original cartoon that we know. At least the English version. Okay, so let's see if this even saved our session.
Fred from Scooby-Doo, Monkey in Raiders of the Lost Ark. He voiced the monkey?
He voiced all kinds of stuff.
Later, Anna, let us know what you had for dinner when you come back.
I think he was Garfield in the Garfield cartoon. He was in the real Ghostbusters. I think he was Peter Venkman in the real Ghostbusters.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he used a ton of people.
Didn't he do Porky Pig?
He
Is it someone else?
No, that would have been probably Mel Blanc or somebody like that.
I mean, later. After.
I don't know. Yeah, it didn't even save. Okay then, create new. Cozy theme mood.
Oh, Porky Pig was Greg Burson.
Greg Burson? Yeah, could be. Yep. I'm not too sure. Optimus voiceover was the voice of Predator from the blockbuster Predator.
I know, that sounds delicious. Cocoa Rose Rice. Nice. Yes, Bill Murray voiced the live action Garfield, and Lorenzo Music voiced the Bill Murray character in the Ghostbusters cartoon. Isn't that the usual thing people?
The live action. Okay.
As being like a funny thing.
Because Garfield was voiced by the same guy that voiced Peter Venkman in Real Ghostbusters. Yes. Okay, let's see. I think we got this. Let's go with 8. Stereo does not matter. MIDI tracks.
Ooh, he thought it would be done by the Coen brothers, but it was actually the Coen brothers.
Hi-yo. Predefined. Channel 2.
How can Garfield be live action? There was a Disney movie called That Darn Cat that actually used a real cat. So it is possible, but they would never do it. I also loved That Darn Cat. It's Always Sammy.
Can you actually hear this, Julia?
Yes, I can hear it.
Okay, good. Yes, I am actually wearing pants. You just can't see them very well.
Maybe you're not wearing... What? I see a knee.
Shorts, sorry.
Tonda can't stop looking at your legs, Dan.
Tonda, I wish I could have better news for you, but I am taken. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe some just dark colored pants or something. I don't know.
Leg stream. I actually don't know. Tonda's probably taken too. If you haven't seen his streams, you can go check out what he looks like and check out his stream.
I'll do a shout out for Tonda while we're at it.
Yeah, please.
Okay, let's do this. Tonda. Hey, Tonda, were you wearing pants? Were you using a similar camera angle?
Oh dear. I think that goes against Twitch's terms of service.
What does? Wearing pants?
Not wearing pants.
Well, then you're in trouble because you're not.
Oh, please. Jeez.
Well, you're wearing shorts.
Oh my gosh. Aren't shorts short for short pants?
What?
In Spanish, shorts are called literally pantalones cortos, right? Short pants, translated literally. By the way, OnlyFans, Swedish too, yeah. OnlyFans is trying to rebrand. Did I send you that picture, Julia, where it was the guy with the barbecue?
Yes.
Yeah, it showed a guy with the barbecue saying like, yeah, hey, come show how to cook on OnlyFans. And I'm like, okay. I don't think this one's going to work. They're going to have to do a lot of rebranding before, somebody like myself would consider a new platform like that.
Yeah.
A lot of rebranding. Like,
yeah.
I've never seen a company rebrand like that. They would have to come up with a new name or a new,
just
a new thing.
Yes, you have to come up with a new name. I'm sorry.
Yeah. OnlyFans, we feel a certain way about that right now. OnlyFan assisted ovens. Yeah, convection ovens.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, no, there's no good way to do this, is there? Is there somewhere I can see one of the Christmas cards from Crimson Diamond? Not physically, in a digital format. Is it on the blog somewhere?
Yes, it is.
Could you potentially send me a link to that?
Okay. I don't know where this is going, but okay.
Well, I don't know where it's going yet either, but I'm thinking of just putting it up there and having that visual influence.
Okay.
If that works.
Well, then won't it be Christmas music?
No, because it's cozy.
Okay.
It doesn't even have to be a holiday card, but I like that one because it feels cozy to me. It reminds me, when we say cozy, it reminds me of the Sierra Christmas card for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
One of the Sierra Christmas cards. A chilling cat pick, perhaps. No, I was thinking just specifically from the game because we have so many, or any image you think is cozy.
Okay.
From the game.
Well, I mean, here is that card, but you have to scroll down to December for it.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
Or January. You have to scroll down to January for that particular image.
Okay, you're going to send that to me on Discord, Facebook?
Sure, Discord.
Okay, Discord it is.
Discord.
Discordia.
I shut it down. What? Oh, great. You want to Facebook Messenger?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I'm going to send it to there you go.
Facebook Messenger.
Well, okay. Oh, I can do that too.
Installing update 5 of 5. Wow, really?
It'll be fine. But I'll give it to both places. I don't really care.
Oh, here we go. Got it.
Okay, you got it.
Original.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Let's
So this Christmas card is, I send out physical Christmas cards to the $5 tier patrons. Every year they get a card if they want it, and they have an updated mailing address.
I think it's kind of a cozy image.
Yeah, I'd say so.
No, I'm anything but cold right now. Believe me, it's very, very warm where I am.
Oh yeah, by the way, Tonda said that he had a similar camera angle, but he cropped out his legs, just so you know.
Well, we can't all be Tonda, can we?
That's true. He's a pro.
Yeah, Tonda, you're like 8 times the streamer that I am. So, but while I appreciate the comparison, I don't know. Let's see. Can we do that? Yeah, I guess we could.
Black Holston implores you not to be ashamed of your knees. Yeah, it's not fair. We shouldn't be shaming Dan's knees.
See, the only problem with that is then you don't really see the rest of my hands. So you're just gonna have to be a scandalous stream. You're gonna have to see the old, knees.
It's fine.
I might have a little bit of an idea here.
And
let's see what I can do as far as making this, whoops, get rid of that. There we go. And we got Nancy up there.
Lovely.
Whoops. We're going to have to move, whoops, we're going to have to move Pro Tools over a little bit so we can see Nancy. And Pro Tools. And there we, no, there we not go. There we go. Stop automatically doing things for me.
I hate that. I hate it.
Windows, we don't need you to do that. Okay, yep. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh, thanks for watching the VOD, Blaholtzen. It's nice to know people do that occasionally.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about that before. It's funny, like, people definitely are watching the VODs, which is nice.
Yeah.
Slats, thank you. Slat Studio, I appreciate you. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, people are very supportive, Dan. We have a really nice community here, and they're telling you that you should free the knee. Don't be ashamed. I like it. I'm not sure about the instrument, but I like it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the instrument either. Definitely not. Let's try something. Oops, wrong deal here.
Yeah, we need something soft and cozy. Yeah. Warm and nice. Yes, I agree, Blaholtzen. Very sweet.
So what I'm kind of thinking of, is it sweet? Is it cozy?
Yeah.
Steel drum, please. The only problem is every time you do that with the MT-32, you immediately go Monkey Island.
Of course, there's just no way.
It just happens.
Yes. No matter what.
As soon as I go anything like that. Oh, whoops. I should have moved Nancy over here. I just wanted her to not be blocked by us, but that's all right. It's only the bottom of the wood block. Or what is that? It's a wood, piece of wood, right?
I don't remember. It's a handle. It's a handle of the magnifying glass.
Yeah, which is wooden.
Yes.
How clever! I should have known that. I'm a little slow. She does have the red and black lumberjack, but she does not have the hat to match. But let's see. That's all right.
Yeah, that's like a Canadian, like that's kind of a Canadian plaid type of thing.
So let's record some of that. Whoops. Let's record some of this. 78, 77, somewhere in there. We need a click track, which is going to annoy everybody, but I need it because otherwise I can't keep things, in time. Although I could do this. Let's do this. This will be a fun thing. This will be more enjoyable probably to listen to than than the actual click. We're making kind of our own MIDI click right now. MT-32 click.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Whoops. Ooh, that's good. Remind me to answer that question, Holtzen, because there's a good reason.
The metronomes being so jarring? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be like maybe our background part. Too bad the mic didn't record.
I liked it. It was great. We should just keep it like that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Happy Twin Peaks vibes. Interesting. I always get people saying Twin Peaks vibes, and I've never even seen the show. Not even once. Is it a movie or a show? It's a show, right?
Yeah, it's a show and a movie. There was a movie.
It's a movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Judith Butler's lover, thank you for being here as always.
Yes, good night.
Yes, and definitely, and congrats, Cosmic Void. You should watch it. I think I tried to watch a little bit of it. It just wasn't my kind of thing. I don't know. Somebody recommended The Expanse recently. I tried to watch that show. Yeah, it wasn't.
It's pretty uneven. I've watched about 4 or 5 seasons of it. I'm like, this is all right, I guess.
The Expanse.
I feel the same way. Yep.
Yeah, if you've watched 4 or 5 seasons and it's only all right, I'm not jumping on that one. No. I liked Altered Carbon. I preferred the first season over the second season. That was a pretty cool show.
I read the book, but haven't seen the show.
How was the book?
I don't remember. So I didn't want to see the show because I don't remember. Didn't make an impression. Yeah.
I've been rewatching The Sopranos with my wife for like the 4th time.
So good.
We've watched that many. That's great. The Wire is probably my favorite HBO show of all. Maybe one of my favorite shows of all time.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh man, that's a David Chase show, but it's better. I think it's better. It's better done than The Sopranos.
I've been rewatching Better Call Saul with my mom.
How was that?
That's a good one. It's really good.
I watched really Breaking Bad. It was all right.
I like Better Call Saul better.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
There's
too much singing. Oh my goodness.
Dad joke.
Yeah.
Ding.
You got me there. You really got me there.
You got me for 2 seconds too. Oh, by the way, I think that I put a reward in the chat. There's a new channel reward. I think it's expensive too. I feel like it's 3,000. Let me see. Can I even look at my own rewards?
We got some high rollers in here, Dan.
Olsen just redeemed it. Yep. Well, you found you found it, and it says get back to work, so I will get back to work. I can correct it from there. Oh, I don't like that. That's cool.
That dun 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 is a bit on the heavy side.
This?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's also because you have the click in there.
Still a bit on the heavy side.
Change the sound?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it just needs to be lower, I don't know. That's not bad.
This one's good.
Oh yeah, yeah, thank you. Perfect.
Sounds like a duck.
Yeah, perfect. It's nice. Yeah, even that one's nice. Yeah.
I think the cooldown on all these is 20 minutes. Although I might have put the get back to work on an hour cooldown. I don't remember.
Do I have a cooldown on that, Dan, or can I just say that?
I don't know. I don't know what your mod privileges allow you to do.
I mean, what my question is, do I need to redeem points to say that?
Oh, you could say whatever you want.
I certainly haven't tried, so
No, you
I
haven't.
don't know what would happen if I did.
Yeah, you can't give yourself channel points for whatever reason. Okay, this is where it was off by a bar or two.
I don't even know how to spend channel points.
Poll. You can do a poll if you want. I don't know.
On my PC, I don't have the channel point little thing on the left-hand side, but I have it on the iPad.
Interesting. So maybe it's a sound changing issue that we're going through.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing too heavy. I don't mind that actually, because it sounds folksy a little bit. Yeah, that sound.
That's kind of nice.
Good contrast. Maybe it's a bit too plunky.
Well,
Something
we could
kind
change
of like
it.
that, but
Ding. It could just be one. Ding. I just wanted to give it some rhythm to get us started. You know, the other option is to do it like this. Maybe two options. I gotta remember to not use the dang pedal, because the pedal really just eats up all the polyphony on this thing.
I believe you, but I just don't know what it means.
Causes problems.
Okay, gotcha. Ooh, pretty.
To do something like that that's almost kind of reminiscent of the theme.
Yes, yes. Yes, it's nice and gentle and homey and cozy, a little bit sweet.
Sammy, I saw your redemption. I will show off something as soon as I finish this little guitar-y part. Active. Why do you keep hiding? Make active, I said. Thank you. That, but that was pretty close.
There's some nice sounds in there. A lot of them sound good actually, which is why it's hard for me to say that one or that one.
I'm just looking for one that kind of blends well. That's interesting. It's coming along, though.
Yes. Dan works fast when he works.
Yeah, sometimes I have no choice but to do that.
That's a nice sound. Jim plays games, says sometimes it takes some time and, dare I say, procrastination to get into the zone. With creative stuff, it's true.
It depends. It depends. I would say it depends on what I'm doing. And also, I'm still fighting. You can't really hear it maybe, but I am fighting the crap out of the MT-32 right now because it's doing all kinds of weird glitchy things when I'm recording. So I'm trying to fight through that. It's fun.
Deluxe Talk says this one's a winner. It makes the MT-32 sound bigger than it
Nice,
is.
nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
I can't remember what I played. See, what you'd ordinarily do in a situation like this, you'd be layering things or you'd be choosing sounds that are from different sources and all, but we can't do that, you know? So we're just trying to make use of what we have with the MT-32. Exactly. Okay. All right. Well, I think we've gotten that little piece there that I wanted to get, even if we don't have the sounds right. So I will show off a piece from the collection. Hardware or software? Sammy, if you're still there. Otherwise, I'll choose one for you. Hardware? Okay. Well, I'd show off this. This is an old Thermaltake CPU case fan. But this is not particularly exciting, even though I think it's kind of cool that it's a white fan and it's new old stock and all these things. But let me find something a little more interesting than that. Julia, oh man, that's really what we should be showing off. Julia wins. I can't compete with that. Julia, why don't you show that off and talk a little bit about it? What are you allowed to say about it, by the way? Everything?
I don't know.
Just
it
say
was a 14-page PR document about what we can and can't say, and I don't remember.
So just say what was said today on the announcement.
Oh, yeah. So this is the playdate. I'm working on a game for it. I'm an art director on a team, and I have a junior artist, and I'm a mentor on it as well. And learning how to work on teams and give feedback and approve artwork. And this is a game called Recommendation Dog. I'm working on it with Xalavier Nelson, whom I'm also working on Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator with. And another redacted project But yeah, this is great. I've had this unit for a while, and you can actually um, play the builds on this and everything. So that's really cool to see my artwork be on a game on this thing is kind of crazy, and I love it. And I've talked about this even before I was involved in it at all. The first time I learned about this, I thought I want one and I want to develop on it. And what's great about them is they're really going to open the door for developers to with the SDK. And there's a web browser app called Pulp where you can make simple games on it as well. So it's really super simple to use. Pulp.
Is that available already, or is that not
Good
publicly
question.
available?
I don't know if it's publicly available, but it was part of the announce
Yep,
that they did today.
It definitely was announced today. I remember seeing that.
But yeah, so this is just the model I have, and it works great. And the battery lasts for like 14 days on standby. It lasts forever.
Yep, it is a handheld game console. Yep.
Yes. And yeah, so this is, I guess that's my hardware show and tell.
Yours is technically, well, I guess we can't say anything about what it technically is, but that's basically what it's going to look like.
Oh yeah, this is exactly what it looks like. Yep. Yeah. There's a few differences, but I don't know if I can talk about that. But yeah, it's basically the same one that everyone's
tell what's the resolution versus what you work in?
This is 400 by 240, and I work at 320 by 200, so it's actually not that far off in terms of
Believe
resolution.
It or not, that thing she's holding in her hand is higher resolution than the game that we're making for people who use 30 plus inch screens to play their PC games on.
Yeah, but it's a mono screen, so that's the difference. It's a black and white. It's a beautiful ultra sharp black and white screen. It's got 4 gigabyte. The consumer one has 4 gigabytes of flash memory. It's got 16 megabytes of RAM. And what you get when you buy this, it's 179 US, but you get 24 games on it. That 2 delivered a week for over 12 weeks. Although the game I'm working on is not part of season 1, it'll be a subsequent game. Right? Yeah, a season of games.
And you get to keep all of the games.
Yes.
So when you buy the unit, what they said on the announcement today, the only reason I'm saying this is because I watched the thing today with Julia. When you buy the unit, you get all those games for season 1, right?
Yeah, they get delivered on a schedule. Yeah,
and they get delivered directly if the thing's connected to Wi-Fi. They get literally the way he showed it. They deliver directly to the console. So whatever time that thing uploads, the game's on there. Like you don't actually. I don't think you have to do anything.
Nope.
I get the impression you don't. Did you have to draw black and white, or the screen makes it that color?
I drew in black and white, but I don't know. I didn't use a particular exact hex value or anything. I just used whatever on Photoshop, and it just did whatever.
So a screen like that either has, for the pixels, it either has off or on, essentially, right?
Yes.
There's no like gray, or you can dither, but it's not. You're dithering in 400 by 240. You're not able to like change the color of the pixel or something like that.
It's completely mono, and but their dithering is allowed because it's that same kind of resolution.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you see,
there was that cool Cyclops thing that who was that? That was Lucas Pope.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But if you go to the Playdate website, they have they'll have just banners of all the ones in the first season, so you can see the vast variety. There's an RPG. It looks like there's some card game. It's really cool. And if I didn't already want one and have one, I would want one even more than I do.
So no, can't run Obra Dinn, but Lucas Pope is the creator of Obra Dinn, and he is working on a game for the system. So there is that.
Yes.
And Kim ABG, you watched the presentation.
Yes.
Nice. Yep.
We watched. Slick.
I think it was about 6,000 people that watched the
live. Yeah.
From what I saw, the premiere. Because it was a YouTube premiere. Looks pretty cool. Yeah,
I love it. But yeah, sorry Dan, I hijacked your fan.
No, that's okay. That was a good one.
So I figure some people might not have seen it because I showed it on the pre-stream, but it's been a while.
I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Yeah. So that's it. That's the play date. That thing's pretty cool. Okay. Let's get back to it. Let's see what we have here. I think we actually have a pretty good start.
Excellent start. More than pretty good. Good night, Geek Goki. Thanks for the follows. I know you followed me and you followed Dan. Have a great night.
Yes, good night. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I like that. I like what we have so far. I really like what we have.
Yes.
Let's see.
What do you hate?
This instrument that I just put in there.
Oh.
That's better. Bass part. Too low.
No, copyright strike. Oh my god.
Apparently to identify those, they have to do manual identification, which means somebody would have to watch 1 hour and 10 minutes of our stream.
I don't know. They have weird algorithms, man. I'll let you know, and you'll never hear the end of it.
Wrong sound.
It's a bit farty, yeah, slightly.
Too farty.
A little less farty. Maybe that.
Need some good inspiration for old-timey drums. Interesting. Yeah, put it in the Discord if you don't mind.
That's fine too.
These are actual bass sounds.
Mm-hmm. That works. Soft.
Yeah. Whoops. So kind of what I'm thinking here is, if you wanted to get more mileage out of something like this could be a repeated section, which maybe the bass doesn't come in until the second time it's played. Do you roughly have an idea of where this is going in the game? And is it a recurrent, maybe something that would recur kind of?
Yeah, it's gonna be recurring here and there. I mean, there are times in the game where, you know, when some players, some the characters are asleep, or there might be some quiet moment here and there, might come in. And I actually like this for the very beginning of the game when you get player control and there's that chapter 1 heading. We used to have a ragtime bit there. I think this would work there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about in, like, would this be potential in the tutorial?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly right. Because right now that's only the theme, and I want it to be something else. Yes.
Could be.
Yes,
Could be
because right now
like
when you
this.
launch the game, it's the theme, but when you go to tutorial, it's the same music. But I wanted that to be something different for sure. Yeah, that's
So
actually
then-
where I was thinking too.
So then this could be a longer piece without really being problematic.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Right now it's about a minute-ish. And I think we could easily make it longer.
Yeah, this is really good for tutorial. I'm glad you reminded me because that was in one of the original intentions.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like somewhere where you're just talking to Jack, right?
Mhm,
That's the tutorial.
And it's encouraging, and it's just, you know, something relaxing. So if you're doing a tutorial, you might not be that relaxed. So it's nice to have something soft and warm and cozy and like, oh, you can get through this type of thing.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe you can get through this.
Maybe you can get through this, yes.
Yeah, I could hear like different parts and stuff in here too. So you could start here. Do you know the lyrics to the original alphabet song?
No.
Really? Wow.
What?
That's
What?
surprising.
What?
They're like this: A B C D E F G H I J K L M
No
N
way.
O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z hashtag dad joke.
God.
You're welcome.
I'm very upset right now.
I see that. that doesn't sound good, but the idea was that the second time through we would just change the instrumentation a little bit. And I think we can do that. And the ampersand used to be considered a letter? When? Oh, man. That's another dad joke, and it's really bad, right? No, this is not a dad joke? Oh,
and per se, and?
It sounds like ampersand.
That's nice.
You like that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of like the organ's a little churchy.
Yeah, I agree. Let's change up the sound. And let's change up this sound too. Interesting.
It's not bad. Mm-hmm.
Now you might be wondering why I'm labeling this 54, 2, 51, 64, 65, 33. So these are the patch numbers that correspond to the sounds in the MT-32. What happens in Pro Tools is, because Pro Tools is, this version is like the newest version you can use, or one of the newest versions you could use, it does not do old style MIDI very well at all. So it's notorious for just deleting this and going to none. So I'll have no idea what sound I was using before. So either I have to go back through the VOD, which is very time consuming, or I can just type in the name of the track as 54, which then corresponds to whatever instrument I'm trying to change it to. So all I got to do is retype in the number in the thing and I'm good to go. So that's helpful. I'd like to change this to something else as well, this melody.
We always go back to the sound, don't we? The same
clarinet. I think it's okay. I think it works.
I love a clarinet.
And then we could go to another B section here at this point in the song. So that's pretty cool. I think this is probably the best arranged song we've done so far, even though it's simple. So let's listen from the top and see how this progresses. Because now it progresses for 2 minutes. See, and it's already done it. It's already changed my sounds. So now here we would come to a different, probably a different section entirely.
Happier.
Yeah. What's up, Flaming Bee? The Flaming Bee and H.C. Willard? What's going on? Yeah, I think overall we'll have more music in general than Colonel's Bequest, right?
Yeah, because we don't have to worry about the number of floppies we're shipping on.
Yeah. No, I don't know if MIDI music took up that much space, but even then probably it was an issue.
Mm-hmm.
How many floppies are we shipping on?
Oh my goodness, 75, 80, 90?
That's it?
Yeah. Weak. So the game is going to cost, like $200. That's going to be okay.
And most of it, and we're still losing money on it because all the cost is in floppy disks. Oh, jeez.
You're not even gonna get a box. You're just gonna get a
envelope,
a
a big envelope,
manila folder.
stuffed with discs. And Amazon will be real careful when they just slam it on your doorstep, you know. Oh wait, I can't say anything disparaging about Amazon because Twitch is owned by Amazon, right?
Is that so?
I think so. Or they're partners. Jim plays games. Have you played Cyberpunk? Have you seen there's actual reference to punch cards in that game? There's a mission where you have to pick up punch cards. I think it's related to a train as opposed to related to programming, but oh yeah, check it out. I need a metronome. Cyberpunched cards. Cyberpunked. Something like that. I don't know.
Good night, Jim Plays Games. Good to see you as usual. Have
Jim Plays Games. It's only 3:30.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I should orchestrate this. Cedric's theme? Oh god. I hate Cedric, but that's actually my favorite King's Quest game.
How can that be?
I don't know. Cedric's like Jar Jar Binks. You know, like, how did he get in there?
Someone should remake it in AGS and just get rid of Cedric.
King's Quest 5 minus Cedric.
Yes.
I would be good with it. But I think the more popular thing to do would be to put only Cedric in the game or something like that. You could easily pencil him out. He's like pretty much irrelevant for the entire game, isn't he?
Yeah, you don't need him. Like, you just make up other things that would do that. That would perform his function, because he really doesn't do much, except there's a part near the end maybe, but you can just explain that away.
I'm not gonna like do any spoilers or anything like that, but you know. Well, Flaming Bee, we're an inclusive channel, so you're all good. Well, yeah, we're inclusive except for owls. And specifically Cedric. We don't mind regular owls, just Cedric
Yeah,
is
I
a
love
problem.
owls, except for Cedric.
Cedric is annoying.
That's just his own personality, though. That has nothing to do with the fact that he's an owl. If he was a human, I would still not like him.
Wait, where do you have this? You realize Flaming Bee has a
That's
Cedric,
amazing.
a Cedric emoji.
It's true. I didn't
Whose
even think
channel
twice.
is that? Is that yours? Oh man, his uselessness. Yeah, he's like extremely useless.
And you wonder, so was the wizard, what was the good wizard's name? Crispin. Why did Crispin do that to him, or was he always like that?
Or did he do it to Crispin? Did he like make him crippled and old? Because why didn't Crispin go out and like fix stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Crispin made Cedric. Is that the canon for that? Did he make this for his own amusement?
I don't know what the reasoning was, but I think he said it was like Graham's responsibility or something. I don't remember. And then at the beginning of the game, one of my favorite scenes is that outdoors right outside of his house.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, you know, there's like all this stuff to play with, and it says, don't touch that. You might realign the stars and all this. And you're like, this powerful wizard, this dude's sitting on his wooden rocking chair. Well, I got to go figure all this out. You got to be kidding me. You know, so anyway.
Okay. Cedric said Crispin was his familiar, right? Employer, yeah.
See, I'm confusing it with what's her name? What's his name? The rat, Fenris.
Oh, right.
Fenris and Amber Scene Zero shows up just in the nick of time.
Oh my gosh, the Flaming Bee has the best emojis. Look at that King Graham.
That's a Graham. Yeah, that's perfect.
That's so good. It's so sharp.
Cedric was included to demonstrate. You mean triumph through adversity as opposed to over adversity? Because Cedric doesn't get killed at the end of the game, right? Cedric survives. You could easily explain that. Yeah. I'm not going to do any spoilers.
You could finish the game like that, you know, like you could have something happen to Cedric and just shut the game off and say that's my canon ending.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like just unplug the power from the computer. It's like, dude, yep, I beat it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Boom.
And my ending of the game, yeah, we stopped. He just stopped and gave up.
There are some really smart birds. They're just not owls. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the smartest birds?
Ravens and stuff.
Can't be emus. Ravens. Those things are dinosaurs. Holy cow. Have you ever seen those?
Emus? Yes.
Up close and personal?
Yeah, but I don't think that, it's the crows that they say. The crows and the ravens are supposed to be the clever ones.
Really?
And magpies do what Hilton says.
Magpies always run into windows. Like, that's a real thing.
All birds do that. Well, they can't see the window.
Magpies are notorious for running into windows. My emotes are all about me pretending to be a seafaring rouge or rogue?
Well,
rogue, right?
Yeah. Those are all like really, those are the sharpest emotes I've ever seen in terms of detail.
Yeah, I like those. Magpies understand their reflections. Parrots.
Oh, and parrots are also, because parrots live forever. They live until like they're 80 years old or something. They're very social birds too. I hear that they're very smart.
Well, like turtles too. Turtles live 100+ years. Or tortoises. What's the difference between a tortoise and a turtle?
Tortoises land. Like they only are on land or something.
Oh, you might be right about that. Turtles go in the water.
Yeah.
They need to live partially in the water or something. That's some whiskey, a corncob pipe, and a Greek sailor hat. Naturally. Did you ever play the game Sea Dogs by Bethesda Softworks? That's like the most unheralded pirate game, but was supposed to be the best pirate game of all time. And Sea Dogs 2 was an announced game by Bethesda, but never came out. Instead, it was rebranded as Pirates of the Caribbean. The first,
no way.
Yep, the first property.
Wow.
And I can't tell you the first property. I think first Pirates of the Caribbean game. But it was supposedly like hugely improved because Sea Dogs had like a lot of problems. Sea Dogs is kind of a tough to find big box game, and Bethesda Software or Softworks, whatever it's called. Those games are pretty collectible, like especially the older ones, which they don't, you don't go back that far. It's like Terminator is one of them, one of the Terminator games anyway. The early Elder Scrolls games, Arena, Daggerfall.
I have Daggerfall, I think.
You have the box version of it? That's pretty expensive.
What is it?
Yep. Probably more than Colonel's Bequest. Even though you have the pencil. The pencil's really hard to find. And the pencil and the notepad are really hard to find for Colonel's Bequest. My copy does not have it.
I told you I met the adventure game geek at PAX West, and he asked me to sign his Colonel's Bequest notebook with the pencil.
Really?
Yes.
Now that's interesting.
Yes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to like damage your collector's item.
Now that is interesting.
Yeah, but he asked, and of course I did for him and stuff. I was just...
Isn't that interesting, Cosmic Void? That's pretty wild. I like that. If you think about it, though, like, who else has done a tribute or even anything that reflects as a game, the Colonel's Bequest, or the second game? Nobody's
Dagger
really,
Monroe.
Yeah, nobody's really done it. Have they? So in a way, you're carrying that legacy, like it or not, even though that's not part of the Sierra IP property. It's not.
Right.
The game is totally different. It has nothing to do with the worlds aren't the same. You know what I mean? Are the time periods even that close?
Yeah, I think Colonel's Bequest is earlier, just a little bit.
Yeah. And Dagger of Amun-Ra is much later, right?
Yeah. I believe.
In the 20s or 30s. I don't know what year it is. I never really played that game too much.
I didn't play it as much, but I love the art direction on that. It's all very Art Deco. It's gorgeous.
Codename
Portraits
Iceman.
are amazing. Codename Iceman.
Yeah, Codename. So there's some Sierra games too that, like, if they were playable, they'd be really awesome.
If they were playable, they'd be awesome. That's a huge caveat.
Well, like Manhunter.
Oh, I love the art in Manhunter. Oh, I love it.
But they're not playable games. But yeah, Iceman 2 has like this ridiculous submarine sequence that I've never played it either, but it's got some. Okay, Colonel's Bequest is May of 1925, and it was only 1925, 1926.
Oh, I thought it was earlier. My God.
So we're off by 11 years, 12 years.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking it earlier because they refer to the Spanish Civil War, I think, in Colonel's Bequest, but that happens way before the events of the game.
Not playable, but beautiful. Manhunter. Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I love Manhunter. Yeah. I love that chunky AGI graphics.
So I don't think I have a copy of that. Yeah, there's actually a text adventure I've been looking for forever, and it's Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island.
Okay.
But it's made by Wyndham Classics, and it's a really bad text adventure game of Treasure Island, which I have or had when I was a kid. Probably is still at my parents' house somewhere, and I'm going over there in some point soon, so I'll see if I can take a look through their stuff. But it's kind of a tougher to find. It's not super expensive, but like a lot of this is the beautiful thing about collecting big box games is there's a ton of rare games that are neither desirable nor expensive, but they're also rare.
That's the good part.
Yeah, because at least people aren't looking for. You have that game, Amberseen Zero?
Okay, Dan, I'm gonna go to the washroom and check for my Daggerfall, and I'll be back.
Okay, cool. Okay. I'm going to switch views.
Okay.
So that we can see us. And I might do, even though whoops.
Oh, you're going to what?
Even though I haven't gotten a redemption, I might show off something from the collection.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to miss it?
Well, no, you don't have to necessarily miss it. All right, I'll wait for you to get back.
Wait for me. I don't want to miss it. Okay, you're back. Good.
Do you plan to have any live music recordings for this game, or will it all be programmed? So what do you mean? Mousimus, thank you. What do you mean, Flaming Bee? Like, it can't really be live in terms of like, in the game, because it's all MT-32 music. We're using specifically this old box. Maybe you don't know about it, but it's an old synthesizer from the late 80s that just uses pre-general MIDI. So it's really annoying and hard to use, and yeah, it's a whole story. So I'm not good with the terminology, but like, gotcha. No, yeah, we're not going to have anything but MT-32 music in this game. It just fits perfectly with the aesthetic of the game. But we could do it in a future project or something like that. But yeah, it's all going to be MT-32 music. If you want to hear stuff that sounds more realistic of music that I've worked on, check out the game Empire of Sin by Romero Games and published by Paradox Interactive. That game we released that December, I want to say December 1st. Either December 1st or December 7th. We released a week before Jim Plays Games released his game, I believe. Is that Quest for Glory 1 VGA? No, actually it's Quest for Glory 1 VGA and Quest for Glory 1 VGA. I have doubles. But this is my favorite. This is VGA and EGA, apparently, this version. This is my favorite adventure game of all time. By far. And I prefer the VGA version, but hey. Whatever you like, you like. Quest for Glory is my favorite series of adventure games, I would think. They just perfectly integrated RPG elements into adventure games. How the hell they thought of that in whatever year that was, 89 or whenever they did the first game, I have no idea. I don't know if it was Lori or Corey's idea, but it worked. And I know they met playing Dungeons and Dragons, so maybe that was part of the reason they wanted to do it.
I'm back.
Okay, so let's put you back on camera.
All right.
There we go.
Okay, so, yes.
What's my favorite song? Oh, you do have Daggerfall. Wow, that's in beautiful shape.
Thank you.
Wow, yeah, that's really nice. So there's also a version of that that's like a reflective holographic box?
Yes.
Is that one holographic?
No.
Okay. So that may be a later printing of the game. But either way, it's in beautiful shape.
Thank you.
Very nice. My favorite... What is my favorite?
Oh, look. I still have the receipt.
Wow. You bought it in Michigan?
I guess. Flint, Michigan. I think it was probably in a soccer tournament or something.
It says for export only on the box.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it?
I think probably the theme is one of my favorites, but I can tell you this.
Oh.
The first game was composed by Mark Siebert, who is also the composer of Quest for Glory, King's Quest V.
No date on this, by the way. The receipt, anyway.
No?
No date on the receipt.
I like that. That's pretty nice. That's a pretty nice copy of that, Julia. I'm impressed.
Well, thank you. How much can I get for it?
Nothing, because you have to send it to me. Yeah, I don't know. Iran's Peace, a lot of people like that one. So Corey was able to program an overlay of RPG elements over the SEI engine. Whose idea was it to do that? Was it Lori or Corey's idea? Ooh, what's that? Looks like candy.
This is chocolate biscuit things. It says Kinoko no Yama, and it's for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics.
Ooh, the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Those are rare because that never happened.
I know.
It's happening this year, though, right?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, you're opening them? Oh, they're so rare.
That's why I brought them. They're little mushroom. There's the biscuit with a little mushroom on top. That's what I'm eating.
Interesting. Chocolate.
I don't know if they're rare. There's only like 6 in here.
Oh, I mean rare because it says Tokyo 2020.
Oh, yeah, right here.
Olympics that never happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tonda knows them.
They're good.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's I'd say that the Thieves Guild Quest for Glory theme, there's a bass line that happens. Something along those lines. And I think it also happens when you go to rob the houses in the game. And there you go. Corey's idea. Sierra had just lost their Ultima license, and Ken seeking a new RPG element for Sierra's portfolio. Interesting. Very interesting. Because Sierra only had the license for Ultima for a really short time. Oh yes, and I did know that he was programming for the Atari ST. That's great. Julia, have you seen the latest on Playdate? They showed something today. Oh, Tonda, you missed it. We talked all about it. We play the Willow song. I love the Willow song. That might be my favorite one from King's Quest V. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorites. That's yeah. I love those songs, and I actually got in touch with Mark Siebert a while ago. He gave me some compliments on the theme, and I really tried to beg him to see if he would teach me some lessons, but that hasn't worked out as of yet. But maybe I'll hit him up again and see if he's interested in doing it. I don't know. Sometimes those folks just want to leave the past in the past, and that's totally cool. If they do, that's totally awesome. Like Al Lowe. If Ken Williams can't drag Al Lowe out of retirement to make a game, who can? So anyway,
I'm just showing this for Tonda's benefit because he said he missed this part.
Looks pretty good.
Said he can't wait to see it. That's why I'm showing it again.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Julie is one of the few people with one of those. There's not that many of them floating around, I don't think.
Yeah, just whoever the current developers are and stuff.
Developers, yep.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Dan, get back to work. I knew that was coming.
Oh, did you show something while I was gone?
I did not. So, but I'll do, before I show something, I'll do a little bit of a get back to work.
We didn't say how long you'd be getting back to work.
That's
true.
Oops.
They want compose view, Dan.
They want what?
Compose view. They want Dan's knees view again.
Oh, hello. My bad. Yeah, you want to be able to see what the heck I'm doing. I need to see what the heck I'm doing too. Whoops. I don't have this part recorded yet, so I'll leave that intact. Okay, I need to fix this. What'd you do to me? There you go. Okay, let's hear that. Kind of feels a little Final Fantasy Zelda-y to me. Not in a bad way, though. I like that. Almost all of that. I'm happy with where it's gone. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're reaching a good stopping point-ish for this particular composition, because I think this, we could come back to this and write like another, I don't know, minute or two. Because how long does the tutorial take on average? Do you have like a range? It's like 10 minutes.
I have no idea, actually. Yeah, I would, if I had to guess, I might say
maybe less.
10, yeah, maybe 10, 15 at most, maybe.
15
Depends
seems like it's probably a lot, because there's not that much to do.
Yeah, there really isn't that much.
Yeah, so. What did I miss here? camera setup you got there? Logitech or Nikon? Ha Dad joke. Okay. I should be able to award channel points for dad jokes, right?
Yeah, that's what It's Always Sammy was saying.
I don't know how to do that. Never worked with this kind of music tech software before. It's fascinating how you can see it adjust and edit on the fly. Yeah, this is actually the premier software for recording on the planet. Pro Tools. This is the most used in professional studios, but typically what it's used for is for recording, also mixing. It's not often used for production, which is kind of what we're doing here, or composing. It's definitely not the most popular software for that. I just use it because that's what I'm familiar with. So, that's just why I use it. I'm just really comfortable on it. I could use maybe Logic or something. The thing was, I didn't want to learn how to do MIDI in another piece of software because it's already enough of a pain in the ass. Logic is really easy software to use, but yeah, if it works, it works. Yeah, and it's good software. I mean, it better be. I paid for the dang subscription for the next 2 years. And I think I'm running the latest version of the software. Either way. Okay, it's saved. Good. So let's jump back. Yeah, I got to reprogram my Stream Deck. I didn't realize this. Because we were using Discord before.
Right.
And now we're using Zoom. And by the way, this Zoom looks way better and sounds way better, I think, anyway. But yeah. So what do you think, Sammy? Do you want to redeem one more of your redemptions? I'll show off something. I never did show off something. Julia did.
Yeah.
So technically, does he have to not redeem?
No, because you owe him a redeem.
I owe him a redemption? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go find something. It's on cooldown. Nice. Okay, let me go find something.
All right. Next week will be an art stream again. Like it'll be me probably working on Adobe Creative Cloud Photoshop and asking for help when I get stuck. That was really helpful to me last time. My mouse miss in particular was very helpful when I got stuck and confused when things weren't exactly like CS2. Yes, taming Creative Cloud. Yeah. That's what we'll be doing.
Magic Missile.
Okay, what do you got?
That's a different game. Well, since we have whoops. I broke my game. Since we have Bethesda Softworks that we've been talking about, I figured I'd show Arena. This, I believe, is the first Elder Scrolls game.
Ooh.
Is it Daggerfall is first or Arena's first? I think Arena's first.
Arena's first, and Daggerfall was second. Right.
Yeah. So this is the first, although this is, I think, a later version because this is the CD-ROM version. This is the first Elder Scrolls game, which started it all.
I've never played it. Have you done?
I have not played it. I have not played it, but it actually looks pretty cool. And let's say this is a computer gaming world, quote, pushing the edge of the envelope in 3D technology and light sourcing. Arena's attention to character generation and story may be the most colorful design work since Roe Adams III consulted with Lord British on Ultima 4. And people love Ultima 4, and I tell you what, people do love this game. They love the entire series, I would say. It's one of the I love to hate series because there's always like notoriously buggy launches, or things like the Horse Armor DLC, which was like the first big microtransaction. That's a dad joke itself. But yeah, that was like the first big cash grab of a microtransaction, and it got hate, and it's become lore ever since. Because you had to pay to buy armor for your horse, which was totally useless in the game Oblivion. But I actually love Morrowind. That's my favorite Elder Scrolls game of all time.
I don't think you're alone in that.
No. It's always Sammy probably played some of that with me.
Hmm.
Mud crab armor. Yeah. You could actually, there's a DLC for that, or a mod for that. And then they made mods kind of like open, like Skyrim, not Skyrim, Morrowind included the construction set, the Elder Scrolls construction set, where you could build your own stuff in the game, which is pretty cool. I've never actually tried it. I probably should. With maybe Skyrim or something. The install from Morrowind took about a day. You know what took about a day was the frame rate. I think I played the game at like 10 frames per second because my video card was like it had its neck stepped on while I was trying to play that. That thing just beat it up.
I think I played Oblivion the most out of any of the Elder Scrolls games, and I've never played Skyrim.
Really?
No.
Skyrim is the best at, I think they kind of perfected mostly the interface, but the game, it's still pretty good. I can't say it's bad. It's really good. It's just it's the best at looking very bleak and dead. It's weird. Yeah, the art, I don't know.
H.C. Willett is playing Skyrim right now as we speak. I never had a machine that could run it because for the past 8 years I've had a Surface Pro 2, so that's probably why I never played Skyrim.
Well, that game's from like 2012, isn't it?
Yeah, well, but I don't think the
before.
Surface Pro 2 would have been up for it.
Yeah. I mean, I have it. It still crashes on my machine, and I have a RTX 3070 card, and it crashes. One of the best cards you can buy today. Well, you can't buy today. Oh yeah, it runs actually really well on the Switch.
Oh.
Runs really well on the Switch. Fallout 3. Yeah, Fallout 3, I mean, that's kind of like, it's almost the same engine, or it is the same engine, isn't it? It's like the same, the Fallout games are like almost the same game, but like a different setting. I never got into Fallout as much. I was always more of a Skyrim, Morrowind. I like the setting better, I guess. Same engine since Morrowind. That's why it's so broken. Yeah, and I don't know, they've shown pieces of Elder Scrolls 6, but it was like nothing. You know, you didn't really see anything. It is. Fallout 3 actually uses the same sword draw animation as Oblivion does. There you go. Fallout 3 was amazing at the time. Morrowind up to Fallout 76. Yeah, I played Fallout 4, and I just could never get into it. I put in 20, 30 hours, maybe 40 hours, and I just never connected. E3 next week. Oh, yeah, that's true. Speaking of announcements that are coming up, we should do a quick announcement on Lockdown Con.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah.
Lockdown Con is an online convention for people like us, aka nerds. And it is the 26th and 27th of June.
Yes.
And all times for it are Pacific time from what I've seen.
Yes.
Julia is going to be on a panel. Can you announce that? Do that announcement better than me.
Yeah. So June 26th, that's the Saturday. The first panel of the day is 10 a.m. Pacific, and it is called Indie Games. I have the note here. It is called the Indie Games Revolution. It's a panel of 7 people, and there's Chris Taylor from Intergalactic Space Empire, Greg McMartin from Interdimensional Games, Damian Modzetic from Call of Seragnar, Craig Ritchie from Broken Roads, Gil McLean from Odd Gods, me, and Xavier Nelson from An Airport for Aliens currently run by dogs. So it's going to be good times.
Nice. And what are you guys going to be talking about on that panel?
We're talking about how nowadays with the tools that are available, we can make professional level games on mom and pop budgets is what the description says.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I will be on a composer panel the following day, the 27th at 4 p.m. Pacific time.
Yes.
And so far, I think the composer panel is mostly unannounced. But I know that they're adding people all the time. I'm going to maybe make a suggestion or two of folks they might try to add in there.
Nice.
Hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 of them and jump in there. Yeah. I didn't tell you I was a nerd. Except that right here I have a socket 775 cooler just sitting here for no good reason. And if that doesn't make me a nerd, I don't know what would.
What is... It's just a fan, right?
It's a CPU cooler specifically for socket 775, which is Pentium 4 Core 2 Duo.
Pentium 4?
Yeah, quite old.
Okay.
Core 2 Duo, sound wave. Yeah, that's
sure. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
My friend, actually, Kevin, who we were speaking about earlier today, Kevining from Seattle, sent me a couple weeks ago. He sent me a Core 2 Duo overclocked to 4 gigahertz. And I haven't finished building it, but I'm building a Windows XP machine out of it. So like a stupidly overpowered Windows XP gaming machine. And I'll probably try to get some of the old music software that I had running on it so that I can, do some cool stuff with it. Should be a good time. But I have to get, I think I have to get 3 gigabytes of RAM because right now I have 4 and that's too much. Really, Windows XP 32-bit doesn't like 4 gigabytes of RAM. It likes slightly less. So who knows? I don't even know how I can do that. I'm not even sure it's possible to get 3 gigabytes of RAM unless you're not running in dual channel mode. Probably it doesn't matter at that point anyway, but yeah, so that's something that I'm working on at the moment. So I figure at this time this would be a good time to announce that we're probably going to jump onto somebody else's stream at this point. Which stream are we going to go onto? I don't know yet, but we'll jump onto somebody's and see what they're doing. You know what was kind of cool that we did a couple of weeks ago? We jumped onto a random stream, which was playing. What were they? We did it twice now, right?
King's Quest 6.
King's Quest 6 speed running. Didn't we do it another time too?
We must have.
And we caught somebody playing Empire of Sin.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but the King's Quest 6 one was pretty cool. So I'll put this out to the channel. Anybody watching, if there's any adventure games being played, specifically Crimson Diamond, we should always check first. Let's see if there's any Crimson Diamond streams. There are not currently.
Go.
Let's see. No. But there's actually 2 listings for some reason. The most recent video is actually Julia's from 3 hours ago, her pre-stream.
Oh.
So we can't raid her.
No.
Well, we could raid you, but
nothing would happen.
Nothing.
You'd have to make me stream again. That's what would happen.
Let's see if we can get Quest for Glory. Any of the Quest for Glory games? No. King's Quest. Dragon Quest. No. Let me jump back into this here, see if anybody. Quest. I would love a Quest for Glory raid, but we gotta figure out who's playing Quest for Glory. Well, if we can't do that, we got a few other options. We got my buddy Jared, who's just chatting at the moment. We have Renaissance, who's still playing La Mulana. That's like for months he's been playing that.
Yes, it's kind of amazing.
Taco is playing Deponia. Who else? Oh, was it Honest Gamer Mike? That's who we rated last time. We won't raid him today. We have Middle Age Stream. Our buddy Jimbal's playing Bubsy on Genesis. Or if we can find somebody random, I would love to find somebody random that's playing an adventure game. There's a Zelda 1 run. Nah. That's somebody that's partnered, right? Yeah, that's a partner. I would love to find, if we can find any adventure game, that would be cool. But the Twitch channel or the Twitch search function isn't really designed for us people who are like trying to watch like games that nobody's playing except for us. They're all designed to like Minecraft or one of the big games, Elder Scrolls Online or something like that. What do we got?
It's KQ6, the Flaming Bee says. Want to do another KQ6?
Friday Cove. Interesting. That's 2 viewers. We could jump in there. I don't know. I kind of feel like since the closest thing to an adventure game that we have is Taco's playing Deponia, which is technically an adventure game.
And it's free, isn't it, on GOG or something?
Oh, that I don't know.
Some Deponia is, I thought.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Let me just double check that. I don't want to be a liar.
No, Sax isn't on right now. Oh, yes, he is, actually. But he's playing Destiny 2. I don't want to watch him play Destiny 2 right now. I don't want to watch Destiny 2. That's the long.
I don't even know what that is to know.
Destiny 2 is a shooter.
Okay.
Fast.
A fast shooter, not a slow shooter?
Slayer T loves to play it, but his streams are only what's it called? Flight Simulator. But he's not on either at the moment. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming. I think we should raid Taco. We haven't raided him in a while.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's playing an adventure game, so.
And I think Deponia is free because it's in my GOG library, and I don't think I bought it.
Raid adventure. Boom, we got it.
Boom.
So before we jump off and raid, thank you everybody for coming.
Yes.
It was a nice stream today to chat with everybody. It's good to be back in the seat. I know I'm not here as often as Julia is, but I don't know. I've been trying to find a way, and I think about it all the time about streaming for another day, doing some other development stuff, and then also just unrelated to game music. Imagine that.
Speaking of, you didn't play the Crimson theme tonight.
I didn't. Oh my gosh.
Do like a turbo version.
I can't do a turbo version because it's not on.
Double time. Oh, it's not on? Oh, all right.
Hold on. Let's see.
Oh, nice, Bilkin. Went biking with your phone and AirPods to keep listening. Nice. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dan plays games. No, I'm not going to play any games, but I would do some music stuff. I definitely have zero interest in playing games on stream. It's too much energy.
You take care, Blahholz. Good to see you.
For me, anyway.
Oh man, we're gonna raid. It's good. We'll be gone soon.
Well, we got that. And we raided.
That's all.